Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at another retro review item, and this one is Admiral Ackbar from Power of the Force 2. Super awesome. I don't have too many Admiral Ackbars. I think I only have one Black Series one, and then I have my vintage one, and that's like it. So I am happy to have this another version of him. I think that he actually does look pretty good just looking at the package really fast. This is actually Admiral Ackbar with wrist blaster. So you do get a freeze frame action slide, which these are pretty cool. You can put them into a viewer that looks like Luke's binoculars on Tatooine, and they have a storage book for them. I'd like to pick up maybe the storage book or the binoculars sometime. I think that would actually be really, really cool. So very neat, nice packaging. Power of the Force 2. We have the main Darth Vader here and the kind of green and yellow theming going on. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the Power of the Force 2 had a much longer length than the original Power of the Force. What was it, like red and orange packaging, the very first one. This is still saying the Kenner collection at the time. Hasbro's just taken this over, and they've still been putting Kenner on these figures as a transition. On the back there, it does give the information showing that Kenner is now owned by Hasbro. And then I believe after this line of figures, they stopped doing that. It might go to the Power of the Jedi, but I'm pretty sure it stops the Power of the Force 2. So anyways, on the back you have a little cutout card that you can store if you want to keep a fact file on him, as well as some other characters in the line. All of these look pretty cool. I can definitely see people of the day being excited for these kind of action figures. They are the bulkier ones that we've come to, see over time, but they hadn't had any new figures since, the 80s at that point, so getting some figures in the 90s was probably really, really super cool. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and open it up. I'll give you guys a closer look at Admiral Ackbar. Alright, so here is the figure himself, but before we go into him, I do want to show you his accessories. He comes with a pretty cool little wrist gun, very unique item. We never see him use this in any of the movies, of course, but I like the way that it fits onto the wrist. That's actually kind of neat. Very unique, so I give them props for that. It's got some pretty good molded detail and is just cast in all black plastic, so the detail is mostly lost unless you look closely. And then we have the little scene. It says, leading the assault against the second Death Star. The window's behind you guys, so I can see it really, really well. And then it says ROJ for Return of the Jedi. And I don't know how well you can see through it, but really cool. I definitely want to get the little viewfinder because I have so many of these guys, actually. And I think that would be really neat. I can definitely tell, back before, you could get on the internet and, say you didn't have the movie or something. It would be really cool to stick these guys in and see little bits of Star Wars. I can really see the appeal to this and how neat that would have been at the time. So I do like that. I've always appreciated those small little things that they include as extras in the action figure packages. So moving on to Admiral Ackbar here. I think he looks pretty good overall. He's a little bulky, not mega muscular. They got a little bit better after the very first wave of Power of the Force, so he's not too bad. Lots of white. In terms of character coloring, he's pretty plain. He's just got an orange body and a white jumpsuit, but he is pretty pivotal, especially if you wanted to play with him. You really kind of got to get him if you want to act out some Return of the Jedi scenes. So overall, I think he's pretty nice. He's got some points of articulation. I think he's got a little bit more than 5, which is nice. So his head should turn. It does. It can look back and forth. His torso moves. That's a new point. Right above the belt there. And his legs move and his arms move. So he actually has 6 points of articulation, which is not too bad for 1998. Just back then, the engineering for action figures pretty much wasn't giving them anything else, so that's not too bad, can't complain. I do like the yellow stripes, I guess they're Admiral stripes, on his pants there. They look really nice and follow up into his tunic there. And the tunic is a little bit of a different color than the pants, and then the jumpsuit that he's got beneath, it is like a cream colored. And you can tell that his outfit underneath is all white. But looks pretty cool. Looks kind of like a ship captain. Obviously, that's what they're going to go for because it's, Star Wars Navy is the ships. He has a rank insignia on the front there. That's pretty cool. Let's try this little wrist rocket thing. Oh, wow. So that fits on super nice. I actually didn't realize it, but it's got some little sides for his, little fins on his arms. And it actually fits on just really, really well. That is a really nice fit. And it actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's actually quite neat. This was still during the time when action figure manufacturers really felt like they still needed to include a weapon with every figure, and that the female figures weren't as cool to boys, just during that time. Personally, I don't really care if a figure comes all with weapons. If they can come with something that makes him accurate, that's cool, but I really do actually like this wrist rocket. I think that's really, really neat. So I'm glad to have this figure and to add him to my collection. Thank you, Will. He sent this over from Hawaii, and I think it looks really awesome. I'm quite excited for this, and I love the way that rocket fits on his, or rocket gun, whatever, blaster fits on his wrist. That's really, really cool. So, pretty neat figure. Power of the Force 2, 1998 Admiral Ackbar. That is him, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye.